Grasping the infinite object, a prayer of St. G. By every insult as by every praise, we walk closer to you. The men of earth walk about believing we have distanced ourselves, but it is known that you will use every conceivable act to bring us to salvation. That you are everywhere declares that you drape us like a shroud, but it is a shroud of light. We are a people of opportunity, saying we received this much or this little. But you are not in less contact with any than with others. The scoring of insights and knowledge we pass by in a lifetime would be incalculable. Some will be brought to a love of you and to a sense of dependence, but we do not know the mechanism nor the reasoning for this occurrence. If we realize our dependence, it is a realization of the truth and closeness of the absolute infinite being, the eternal, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient God. By these lights you are inescapable. Why then do we escape? We are not divine, yet harbor an inner pride to ascend. To come to you in service or in worship is not in the abstract, for you are a personal and true God. This we would never know except by revelation. We have been drenched in revelation throughout all of history. Conscious contact with you would see your presence in wars, in floods, in births, in deaths, and in the gloomy wanderings we engage. We conflict with you in the heart of who we are. There is no remedy but a removal of this heart. Medically, we would see this, but the core of our being can be replaced only supernaturally. Anything that is cherished and cultivated apart from you becomes necessarily a hindrance, a profanation, and at last a source of idolatry. There is no middle ground. For those who believe, there comes the sublime assurance that in the eternal life of God Himself, there never has been a moment in which even the idea of our personality was indifferent to you. Never a moment. This speaks not of time or space, though we think largely in these terms. It speaks of an infinitude of dimensions of our being, and for each of us personally, in the which we were always known as an idea, as a complete history, as a person. I have loved thee with an everlasting love. The degree to which our heart is acquainted with you, as indirection is a blindness to the face-to-face communion we may have even now in degree, of friendship, but in the age to come, fully. Having created man, it is natural in you to receive us as a child of your house and companion of your own blessed life. You take pleasure in the unmediated personal fellowship with us, to which, by creation and continual providence, you have invited us. Jesus lived and moved and had his being in the world of the supernatural, but it is not to be conceived as purely mystical. You are the center of a world process goal, unattainable by a natural course of events. All of history develops the goal of an ending, this by a catastrophic intervention of God into time and space. The timing and selections are yours, and if we are there with you, it is because at some point of our life we were overwhelmed by you and translated to a life acting earthly, yet our essential being is heavenly. And there we will cry out, as in the Psalms, "Who have I in heaven but thee?" Amen.